Cheers! Welcome back, everybody, to a new episode of Hospitality Secrets Podcast. Your host, Paul Sfirlea here. I'm super excited about today and continuing the topic from yesterday. And in today's episode, I would like to talk with you about how can you integrate the yesterday's principles, start with the end in mind, in the menu creation. When you create your drinks menu, your products menu, when you create a menu for your bar, for your restaurant, how can you integrate this the amazing principle that you can see in the book 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, or you can listen the podcast from yesterday. See you after the intro. So the big question is this: how can we, the hospitality industry, present or future entrepreneurs, offer memorable hospitality experiences to our guests in a way that our staff is happy and the business is profitable and sustainable? This is the question, and this podcast will try to give you the answer. My name is Paul Sfirlea, and welcome to Hospitality Secrets. Welcome back, everybody. I'm excited to host a new episode again in my favorite place, in the car. I like to shoot a continuity about the yesterday's concept about how to start with the end in mind. Think about the end before even starting. So let me tell you a quick story about what happened after I won World Class, the national finals. People starting looking for me to build their menus, to build drinks, and I started building menus, and I started thinking about how to create very, very interactive menus, nice menus, creative menus. So I was exploring a lot the part of the building your menu. But to be honest, I was building a few menus, but not even one menu had the impact I wanted to have. It wasn't so impactful. I didn't have the measurable or satisfying results with that menu, with that menus. So I was thinking that something is not working. My approach on building menus was not working. So I started studying a lot, studying. Still, things were not going well. In the same period, I moved to Bucharest, stepping out from the bar, starting my training career, and I continued the research on building menus. I had some collaborations with a few bars, restaurants doing their menus, or at least doing some drinks, or collaborating on the creative part of putting a menu together. I was doing events also where I was developing menus. So I was meeting menus at all steps in my life, but I couldn't manage yet to do an impactful menu, a menu that actually sells, that actually delivers good results, and you can measure it. So the episode from yesterday jumps in here when I met Matt Guest, and he told me, what is the end of your training? And I said, oh, what's the end result that you want to achieve with your trainings? When I realized that, I applied that principle to every single training I did from that moment on, but I did something more. I took the same principle. I read it from the book Highly Effective 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, and I started applying this principle more than just in trainings, and I started doing it in menus. At that point, we started a collaboration with a nice coffee shop from Bucharest. It's called Origo, and they had actually the Origo by night, which was a part of the bar. After 8 o'clock, it transformed in a cocktail bar. In the day, that bar was a coffee shop, a nice, very good coffee shop. But in the evening, the barista were leaving home and the bartenders were coming at work, and they were just delivering cocktails. So that was the concept of the place. And the owner approached us to reinvent the Origo by night part, the cocktail part, because at coffee in the morning, they were booming. Everybody knew them. But in the evening, in the night, people were not coming as they wanted to do. So that was the call to action. And I took it with my associate from that period, with Mario, and we started thinking about a creative menu that would inform all the people from Bucharest that that place delivers amazing cocktails, amazing concept cocktails. It has a great hospitality, and it's worth checking out and having some drinks there. So we started. We brainstormed quite a lot, and we came with a bigger idea, and we said that we wanted to do a long-term project where we would do 5 menus in 2 or 3 months apart, and each menu would be inspired from one sense. So we said that we will start with the taste, and the taste menu will have only 5 drinks. 1 would be sweet, 1 would be sour, 1 salty, 1 bitter, and 1 umami. So we did only 5 cocktails inspired from the 5 tastes that we are feeling, that we are perceiving with our taste buds. So that was the menu, first menu. Second menu was something different, but let me come back to the principle, start with the end in mind. When we started the first menu, the menu inspired from the taste, with the 5 tastes, the purpose, the end of that menu was that we wanted to scream an alarm, to push an alarm in the city that we are doing amazing cocktails. So the purpose was to inform people that we deliver amazing, great cocktails in the evening part of the bar. So we did super premium drinks with, for example, Zacapa 23 with Tanqueray 10, just with reserved super premium spirits. The servings were different. For example, for the salty drink, we served it in a shell, and there was like a margarita twist with prosecco instead of lime, and sprayed with some Lagavulin and a little bit of more salt inside, so you were actually tasting the sea. That was the salty drink. So we developed 5 drinks, 5 expensive to make, not so profitable drinks. Plus we invested a lot in the glassware because we wanted to be something very impressive and very shocking, and people would talk about it. So we started that menu. We did a soft launch. We invited all the influencers, and we said to them that we are working on this menu, and we would like their feedback, and how they would advise us, how they would like those drinks to be in a way that would be memorable for all the guests that will come to the evening, the cocktail part of the place. So this was the first menu. Was a massive success. It became very popular in the city because the servings were original, were creative, were Instagrammable. Everybody was making pictures, and this was actually in the winter where people could stay only inside. It was not such a big place, and we could afford to make like more complex drinks, and the cost, the beverage cost was quite high. The margins were small, but our purpose, our end of that menu was to inform people that we do in that place amazing cocktails, and it's worth coming and having a few drinks. So after 2 or 3 months, people started coming into that place and have the conceptual cocktails that we deliver. There were only 5 cocktails. All were original and impressive. This was the first menu. At the second menu, when we started thinking about it, we were thinking, okay, what's the end of the second menu? We decided the second menu was based on smell. And we took the coffee flavor wheel, and because being a coffee shop, we had a lot of colleagues, barista and coffee passionate, and we noticed that the coffee takes 12 different flavors, 20 different aromas from the moment you pick up the coffee bean from earth until the coffee arrives in your coffee cup. So there are 12 flavors gradually that the coffee transforms in and delivers in the road from the farm to the cup. So we took those 12 flavors and we did 12 cocktails. But before even thinking about those 12 cocktails, we put it down the purpose. What's the end of the menu? And summer came, and we opened the terrace. More people were coming, and we said that the purpose of this menu was to bring some profitability. In the first menu, we almost ignored profitability, but in the second menu, we started focusing on making more profitable cocktails, still looking good, still tasting good, but with a margin, a bigger margin. So instead of Tanqueray 10, we did drinks with Tanqueray London Dry, and so on and so forth. We did drinks with a smaller beverage cost, so we can have bigger profits, so we can start making some profit from that menu. Until then, we kind of created some regulars, people that were constantly coming to have the drinks, and when we went live with that menu, we absolutely rocked. It was a massive success. The profitability of that place was like a high top end record that they had in that cocktail bar. So the purpose of the menu was to make some profit, and we did it. We managed to do it. This is that was all with those menus. The main point that I wanna address here is that when you build your menu, before even thinking about details or how many drinks it will be or what's the concept of the menu, think about what's the purpose of the menu. What's the end of that menu? What do you want to achieve with that menu? What do you want to achieve when that menu goes live? Do you want more market share? Do you want more people to come to your bar? Do you want more profit? Do you want to serve more qualitative drinks? In this way, go with a smaller selection so the staff can actually learn the menu. Put to your staff, to the head bartender, to the manager, to the captain of the project, ask the questions and ask yourself the question and brainstorm about the question, what is the purpose of the menu? This is the first thing that you should think when you want to create a new menu. What is the purpose of that menu? There can be a lot of purposes, a lot of ends to a menu. You need to choose the one that fits for you and then build it according to that purpose. That was all for today. I hope it was useful for you. For me, for sure, this concept helped a lot. And all the menus I'm building, I'm starting with the end in mind, and I'm starting with the purpose of the menu. That's it for today. I wish you a very good day. See you tomorrow. Cheers.